Good morning, students. Today we will study Class 8 Social Science Understanding Laws. And in this lesson, we will discuss the following points: the civil rights movement. And to understand this story, to understand this concept, to understand this movement, we will discuss the matter which happened before the civil rights movement. On 1st December 1955, Rosa Parks, who was African American living in America, was going to her home by bus, and she was tired after working the for hours for a day, and she got seat in the bus. And after some time, one white man came there and he asked her to give up the seat for him, but she refused to give up her seat on a bus. And in this way, there was quarrel, and this conflict turned into a civil rights movement. She protested the law on segregation, which was making discrimination on the basis of race and color. And her refusal became a key event to start the civil rights movement in USA. And afterward, a long struggle to get equality, to struggle for equality, Civil Rights Act passed in 1964 and prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion, or national origin in USA. In this way, Rosa Parks played a major role, or Rosa Parks' conflict or her refuse turned into a civil rights movement, and that act, Civil Rights Act, passed in 1964 in America. You used to read newspapers and watch TV, and you can see that there are a number of protests or morcha, andolans or rallies you can see. And these rallies means they are asking or they are demanding something, or they are trying to fulfill their demands through this agitation. And in such case, while we are talking about the understanding laws, citizens of the country play major role of citizens not merely limited to the electing their representatives. It is not merely limited to the voting only, but we have to participate in various ways, and we can shape the country's situation. How we can use media, and on this media, through this media we can express our views, we can suggest something what we think, and in this way we can monitor the work of our representatives, even if these works are not acceptable or not favorable to the interest of the people. We can criticize, we can ask them to alter it, we can ask them to change it. And for this, the role of the people very important. Extent, involvement and enthusiasm. Extent means all the people involvement and their enthusiasm will play major role, because this enthusiasm of the people put pressure on the parliament to perform well, and in this way parliament can perform, parliament and our representatives can function properly. So people are the very valuable in the processing of laws, or in the framing of laws which are acceptable for the people of the country. Dear students, there are some exceptions of rule of law in India because certain exceptions of the rule of law. Today, all persons are not equal in the eyes of law, and legal procedure is not the same for all. And therefore, there are some exceptions to the rule of law. What are the exceptions? That number one, foreign rulers and ambassadors are not subject to the jurisdiction of the law of India. This is one point. Second point, no criminal case can be started against the president and the governor of the state. Third point, judges of all courts are exempted from all legal proceedings on the basis of their judicial actions. Fourth, ministers and members of parliament and state legislature enjoy certain privileges and immunities which are not enjoyed by ordinary citizens. Fifth, government officials enjoy special protection under the law. Sixth, special privileges for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Seventh, the constitution provides special protection to women and children. So these are the exceptions of rule of law in India. Although there is a rule of law in India, but there are some certain exceptions which we have elaborated here.